Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on another team from the ACC, the Marshall Thundering Herd. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Fair catch called for and made.
Shout out Tim Blair, 44. 48-hour league. Let's do this.
First down for this offense. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35.
Land the man.
Nothing but green ahead. And
He ran right past him.
Bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And I know in talking to their offensive coordinator this week, he talked about getting this guy lathered up and going. They know that once he's got some momentum, he's really hard to stop. One of the top 10 rushers right now in the entire country, and they're trying to get him going early in this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Got enough space.
Oh my goodness.
Blue Raiders.
That was too
Made
fast.
the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Good stuff.
Speed
Good
kills
stuff.
this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
And where you was at, you was been out there.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Fullback's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down for you.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They'll throw it on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Lost the defense. He's wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. On the move, it's Farrell. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall!
Ugh, this is hard.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a 3rd and long situation.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Nice.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurd!
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to scramble. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's going to pass. Fires to the
Oh my God, bro.
Already find a hole in that secondary. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, MTSU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He looks slow.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, he's
going to let him. And that will be in.
His hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
You forgot somebody? We blocked that guy? Block the first guy.
They lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if
Block
that was
the
the
first
best
guy.
place to call that
You just
play.
ran right
I think
past
this
us.
offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The aerial assault continues. It's caught downfield.
What the?
Going after the big gain, the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Oh, you know what challenge it is.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad play at
He
a
was
bad time.
so down.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great going into the season because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I need a kicker. You get in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
He's tackled at the 31. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Marshall 21, Middle Tennessee 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's knocked down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 40,
What the?
there he goes.
He's ran right
He's
at you.
loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They're getting this guy lathered up. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
42 looking to throw, it's Kelly. Throws to the wideout.
Oh my God! Good shit, bro. I will give you that. That was on. That was
return on the interception.
there.
That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the left.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Scanning the field, it's Kelly. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Oh, there's the ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And in the closing moments of the first half, he'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the ball is
Are you kidding me?
Kicking team's got it. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Blue Raiders!
Touchdown.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Cover that ball up.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. With the catch, it's Cochran. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Pushes for the goal line. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulie.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Dances away to buy time. Tackled there by the defense.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. Makes the grab and he's dragged down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give to the back. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
3:25.
Quick handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You had him in 3rd down. You had him in predictable situations. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, NTSU! And they kick it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage
It's stressful.
and building on that lead.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Middle Tennessee 42, Marshall 32.
Wants to throw. It's Kelly. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He wants to throw, feeling some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
He's looking for a man on second down.
How about throwing the ball when I say
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
He tries to take the top off, and that pass is intercepted. Still on his feet, able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Got it back on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job.
Oh, my God.
He is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
I'm glad when they picked that.
He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
The give as they work on that clock. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Clock is
I've got to get one more score.
by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They bring the punter onto the field now. The punters have had the day
Let's
off
go
after
for
this
it.
first one of the game.
What does that even mean?
Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will auto. He'll throw it on first down. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Rich Davis. This has been another presentation
Might not
of
make
EA
it to air
Sports
because
College
of the
Football.
light song in the background, but I mean, it might make it air overseas states. I think time loves the second. Good time.